Hey everybody, I just wanted to let you know why it's been so long since I uploaded. I wanted to film like a running vlog of how things have been going um, throughout the last few weeks of quarantine, and I went back to my footage and realized that my audio settings were all screwed up. So I have this lot of footage of me talking that's basically all mute footage. So I have to play a little bit of catch up with that, and I'm like, this would be really great, except it's 8 minutes and 18 minute segments of me, like this, but with no sound. um, as you can see, I kind of have like Coraline hair. I wanted to do teal, and even though I bleached my hair all the way out, I took 3 rounds of peroxide. You can kind of catch, it depends on the lighting. Even with, I have my ring light here, kind of opposite. The natural light from the windows on either side is sort of kind of illuminating what I have going on. So, that's that. I'm coming to you from my new automobile. This is my new baby from, I'd say, 1978 Mallard. That was purchased from one of my best friends, one of my longest friends, or definitely my longest friend in the world, who is moving and just didn't have a purpose for it in her life anymore. So I don't really anticipate like bringing this, so it's not gonna be a camping camper. I primarily see it as for lack of a better term, I know she shed is one of those funny terms, but I could use this space. There's actually, a decent amount of space here for art projects, for sewing projects, I can do yoga in here without being interrupted. And obviously just that little slice of being able to read quietly, being able to, watch certain content, or, I don't know, jokes, or even just the news. Like, a lot of the news quality, any of the news right now that is of quality is of a nature that you don't want to put the news on, where you have a 7-year-old who's going to hear about this shooting, that shooting, So this is going to be my little quiet slice here. I spent the last chunk of time just wiping everything down. My friend saged it for me before she handed it off, which was just the sweetest thing, because we're both amazing pagan women. But yeah, I mean, I feel I've only had it for going on going on like day 4 basically. And I already feel like this is just, perfect for my needs. It's actually bigger than what I had pictured in the images she had sent me and from my memory. So again, it was a camper that was in her family and then was hers for a good chunk of time, and I'm excited. It's gonna be a good creative space, and I think it's gonna be, I can set up an office to use my laptop in here. I actually do have, significantly good unexpectedly good Wi-Fi reception here. So that being said, I can Twitch stream yeah, I'm definitely excited. I think other than that, we're all coping with the world like as best as we can right now. I find, you know, putting an old record on or something like that, like, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm an incredibly social creature, and to stop and acknowledge I've only seen, counting the members of my household, 5 people. Which, and obviously delivery drivers and things, but I saw my mom for the first time in weeks, and we still did, 6 feet apart, outside, made sure we had sunblock and shade as best as we could, but I measured 6 feet apart, put furniture outside, brought a pitcher of iced tea outside, and just made the best of it. Had al fresco hangout time. And it's just hard. The age of Zoom, the age of, I don't know why nobody uses Skype anymore, but that does seem to be less and less of a thing. It's just not the same. The gyms that I love, the gyms I used to go to, are now offering online support and online classes, whether, through yoga at Soulshine and through the bar. And I just know, because again, perfect for other people, I'm sure, but the authenticity, the accountability factor for me could be oh, I'm just gonna fudge it today and put the video on and half-ass, or the linear aspect of it, if I'm doing something wrong and I have, my alignment is not right, or I'm, if the balance is off, or whatever it is, I would want for an instructor to say, hey, Erin, you're looking just a little bit off, or why don't you try this, or how about you modify one way or the other. So that's it. That's my spiel on that. I know, I think I don't know. I went running with a friend, and I'm trying really hard. I can see just my own self-awareness of my body. I don't want to have the quarantine 15 that a lot of people are complaining about, but also I feel living through this time is just, lose the pounds later. Make sure you survive, make sure your family is okay, make all of those calls, and whatever you as a humanoid need to do to decompress, de-stress. So yeah, I mean, the end, summation is I anticipate being able to film more quietly out here. I mean, it's not going to eliminate whether, when there's construction sounds and everything else, but it will eliminate the household, the running back and forth that might be occurring. I'm not sure what the schedules are gonna be, that just even on my own end. I'm not sure when my layoff's gonna be ending. I'm not sure when, there are no summer programs for people under a certain age to go to. So I'm not accustomed to being, you know, stay at home thing in any stretch of the imagination. Like, I don't know. It's just an adjustment in a lot of ways, in a lot of factors, and everybody everywhere is experiencing it at the same time. And it's Pride Month, and obviously, like, the legislation that just got passed has nothing to do with the much more major political movement that's happening right now. I don't know why. Not that it wasn't, you know, isn't monumental and important, it just doesn't seem... It seems out of step with what's going on in the world. Like, why would you pass that now? Sorry, not a political video, but, it's hard to not be these days. Like, everything's... How do you, you know, live with yourself if you're not talking about politics right now in some way? Yeah, honestly, just to finish that thought, I know it's sort of a weird note to land on, but, like, the ability of, like, people my age or people any age, but I've heard it a lot from people, like, growing up. It's like, oh yeah, I don't really pay attention to this and I don't pay attention to politics. Like, the ability not to pay attention to politics is such a luxury. Or the choice, the fact that there's, like, an opt-in of, like, oh yeah, I don't, you know, the only thing I read is, like, Rolling Stone or the, you know, whatever, like, I don't know, man. People are paying attention now because they're home more and have time to pay attention better, and it's gonna be interesting. Like, there's still a plague on, there's still, you know, there's gonna be, you know, the 2-week period from... It basically seems to be that the incubation period for Corona is about 2 weeks. That seems to be still true. So I'm hoping that there aren't more hospitalizations as the result of the Black Lives Matter protests that are happening everywhere, which is just... I'm confident that there are. I don't know. Okay. Sorry, this video sort of went off the rails, but I promise this isn't gonna be my content forever. It's not gonna be like, oh, you know, Erin in a bunker, or Erin in... Yeah, I hope that's not where I'm headed, but I don't really anticipate staying. Like, I am interested in getting back to, you know, the things I enjoy, things that are creative. I think being able to have space to meditate, yeah, there's a lot of potential here. I'm really, really happy about it. Okay. Folks, I just hope you're capable of staying safe out there, and let me know what you would like to see next, whether it's makeup videos or more video game related content. Mostly I keep my video gaming to my Twitch stream, but if you're at all interested in seeing some more of that, I can make that happen as well.